Good evening, Miss. My topic is essential elements of a valid contract. All agreements are contracts if they are made by the free consent of parties competent to contract for a lawful consideration and with a lawful object and are not expressly declared to be void. Which means all agreements are contracts unless they have been explicit declared invalid and are made by the free consent of the parties to the contract for legal consideration and legal property. The first point of essential element of a valid contract is agreement, that is offer plus acceptance. That means a legal offer made by one party must be legally accepted by the other party. According to section 2b, when the person to whom the proposal is made signifies his assent thereto, the proposal is said to be accepted. A legal offer made by one party must be legally accepted by the other party. According to the section 2b, it said that the proposal will be accepted when the person giving the proposal indicates is constant to it. The second point is free consent. An agreement becomes enforceable at law only if the consent of the concerned parties is free from any kind of pressure. If consent is induced by coercions, undue influence, fraud, misrepresentations of mistake, it does not constitute free consent. An agreement in law can only be enforced if the consent of the parties concerned is free from any kind of pressure. If consent is obtained by the force and undue influence, deceptions, misrepresentation or mistake, it is not free consent. Third point, lawful consideration. An agreement to be enforceable by law must be supported by consideration. An agreement made without consideration is void. No consideration, no contract. Consideration means something for something is something in return. That means consideration should be given to supporting a contract that can be enforced by law. An agreement made without consideration is valid and no consideration also and no contract. Consideration means that the something in return. Then the promises must be bought. Fourth point, competency of parties. According to section 11 of the Contract Act deals with the competency of parties to a contract. It says that every person is competent to contract who is of the age of majority according to the law to which he is subject, and who is of sound mind and is not disqualified from contracting by any law to which he is subject. In this point that tells that according to section 11 of the Contract Act deals with the competencies of the parties to a contract. It says that each person is able to communicate with the majority of the elderly according to the law he is subject to, who is good faith and is not ineligible to contract under any law to which he is a subject. It follows that those who enter into contract should be legally competent to do so. Everyone is competent to contract if the person is of the age of majority, is of sound mind and is not disqualified from contracting by any law to which he is subject. Next point, certain of terms. Terms of the agreement should be clear and capable of being made certain. The terms of the contract must be clear and conclusive. Next point, conscious ad idem, identity of mind. The parties to the contract must agree upon the subject matter of the contract in the same manner and in the same sense. The mind of both the parties must meet together on the identity of the subject matter. The parties to the agreement must agree on the subject of the agreement in the same way and in the same sense. The minds of both parties must agree on the identity of the subject. Next point, lawful object. the object of the contract must be lawful. If the object of the contract is unlawful, it cannot be enforced and hence void. The object of the contract must be legal, which means the object of the contract must be lawful. If the object of the contract is illegal, it cannot be enforced and is therefore hence void. Next point, possibility of performance. An agreement not capable of performance is void. A contract impossible in itself is void. A contract capable of performance is invalid, and an agreement that is impossible in itself is invalid. Next point, not expressly declared void. The agreement must not have been expressly declared void by law. It means the contract should be declared by void by the law. The last point, complaints of legal formalities. A contract can be either oral or in written, expressed or implied, but there are specific provisions in certain enactments. A contract may be verbal or written. Verbal means oral or written, express or enforceable, but there are special rules in the some laws. Okay, thank you, miss. My topic is over.